Hello guys, this is Crazy Biker back here again today, and today we are going to talk about the BMW G310R and why not to buy this piece of crap of a bike. Right, let's start off with it. This is a 2018 model BMW. If you watch my YouTube channel you'll find out why, and this is my personal experience owning this bike, and we'll just go down talking to it. Right, first thing to go on the BMW was the brakes. I never got informed about the brakes. These ones here. They had a factory recall on them, and BMW never told me about the factory recall, and it made the discs stick to the pads, and it's always heated up and it's locked the bike. It was a piece of shit since day one I've got this bike. If anyone's looking for a BMW, I would highly not recommend this bike. This bike is the world's worst bike in the world. I had, another thing is, yeah, the fuel gauge I had on this, it read that I still had about 30 miles to go, and that bike wouldn't start at all. But then that's BMW for you. Right, another thing to go as well with this shitty bike was fucking the rust on this bike. I don't take this bike out in winter, but as you see, all around here is starting to fucking rust. Right in there, groove, I don't even know how the fuck you get that in there, but that's all rusted to hell. And just the newest thing that's just happened to this bike's only got 6,000 miles on it, believe it or not, and it's had so many problems already. Went home, tried to put my bike into neutral, wouldn't go. Lo and behold, a bike fucking with a broken clutch cable. And of course, I phoned up BMW to try and help me. I'm still waiting after 6 days for them to call me back. Pretty shitty service if I do say so myself. I'm actually extremely disappointed. As you see my ZXR on my channel, that bike is 23 years old and the clutch cable's fucking bare. And also the SV. I've never had a bike that has broken a fucking clutch cable before as well. Let's talk about some other bad points about the bike. For a BMW, it's all just fucking plastic shite. It's not good quality build. I don't care what anyone says. If you fucking dislike this video, I don't care. It is absolutely no good. The other thing is the exhaust. The exhaust is really bad for getting corrosion on it as well, even though you keep it clean no matter what you do. And I don't see the point in this bloody shite. It's all rusts like hell in there. And another weird thing is I've never seen anything is this clutch cable here. It's all freaking steel braided and it goes down into there and obviously runs under the bloody tank and all that. Obviously it must have run under there and through there, but oh, and another thing to go, and I've never known this. I got this back from BMW, and I've noticed after that wee little oil hose there was leaking oil for fucking ages because O-ring in it was perished. And for, as I say, for a bike with 6,000 miles on it, that's pretty shit. And before anyone says, oh, it's a previous one, I've had this bike pretty much from brand new, and I've never done it. Well, all I try to do is keep it on the bloody road. It's, honest to God, it's the worst bike I've ever owned. And it's sad because I always wanted a BMW. And after this, I don't think I'll ever buy another BMW. I think I'm just going to stay true with Honda. The Japanese bikes are much better built. And I don't care what anyone says about that, because it's true. And another thing that annoys me about this as well is oil change. I did buy all the parts from BMW. Bought the oil, bought the bloody oil filter. But the service light comes up, and you can only pay BMW so far, as my knowledge, to take it off, but they won't take it off because they never did the change. With fair dues, but it's pretty arseholy that they wouldn't even if you give them 40 quid to turn off the light, they wouldn't do it. But guys, that's my little rant about this piece of fucking, I don't even know where the bike comes from. Deep shit, look, everything's just fucking Plastic, fake tan called silly. Just, I am making this video and I am dissing this bike, but if you told me I could either have another one of these, no problems whatsoever, or if I could have a Honda CBR 125, I would go for a 125. I would never go back to a bike like this. The world's worst bike. All cheaply made, all thrown together. Absolute shit. But anyway guys, that's a crazy biker and I'm signing out, so please like and subscribe if you want to hear more from me.